Hi guys, welcome to another update video, and I thought I'd show all the things I picked up in the last few weeks. I haven't bought loads of things. Over the weekend there was a family wedding, so that took up quite a lot of time and saving money to buy like my uniform suit and everything. And yeah, I bought a few things though, just not loads, because I've got some more things that I've ordered off the internet and I want to buy some more things next week. But I thought, instead of putting loads of stuff into one video, and the fact that I don't really make as many videos now, I thought I'd just show the things I picked up. I think I've got a good selection anyway, so I'll get started. Start off with CDs as usual. I picked up a single, Lisa Stansfield, Change. As you know, I've been on the lookout for anything Lisa Stansfield related, and I saw this in a second-hand shop. And it sells a lot of CD singles in this particular shop, and I was hoping I'd find even more, but just this one, unfortunately. Which looks absolutely beautiful on the front cover. It's a really nice track. Probably one of her most well-known songs, I think. Yeah. Next is another one that I was really pleased about finding at a different shop. It's Sugar Babes Stronger, and the B-side is Angels with Dirty Faces. This is definitely one of my favourite Sugar Babes singles. So some of you might know this one. This wasn't their biggest sort of songs, like Freak Like Me, Round Round, or Push the Button. It's quite a dark ballad. You know, it's got really good beats in it though, and the music video is quite iconic. This is a screenshot from the actual music video itself. So yeah, I'm really pleased about finding this one, because I love anything Sugar Babes as well. Definitely one of the best girl groups of all time. So yeah. Next is a slightly new release. It's Ellie Goulding, Halcyon Days. I've already got the original Halcyon, but because I usually hate re-releases, I just find them really annoying, and I just don't see any point of them. I think it's just a way for the record companies to just milk out loads of money. But in this case, because it's Ellie Goulding and I have a big soft spot for her, and there's a load of extra tracks on here, I thought I'd pay another £10 for it. And I think the artwork looks better, I think, because I think even though the other artwork's very dark and it's got the grey font and background, I think it looks a lot better like this. And Burns begins to grow on me even more, even though it's not her best song in my opinion. I'm just glad she's got a #1 at last, because she deserves it. And it's a good, loads of good songs off this, so I do recommend you buying this, especially if you haven't already got the original Halcyon album, and I look forward to her third album. Next is one that came out yesterday. It's Jessie J, and it's Alive. I was a bit sceptical whether to buy this or not, because I've got her first album, and I think it was a very mixed album, even though it had loads of great singles off it. My favourite being Nobody's Perfect. I also like Do It Like I Do's. But I think for that album, I found it a bit, I don't know, it was a bit hyped up too much, and I was expecting better from it. But then when she released the singles off this, like Wild and It's My Party, I thought whether to buy it or not. So I thought I'd just buy it anyway, because, you know, I've got a first album, so I might as well get this. And to be honest, I'm really pleased with the result, because I think this is a lot better than the first one. I think that everything that was wrong with the first album, Who You Are, is put right on this, because even though she likes to experiment with her voice, I think she's doing it in a much more suitable and less irritating way on this one. And I think the singles off this aren't even the best tracks. There's some really great songs. I like the second track, Thunder. Her vocals sound absolutely amazing on it. It's quite experimental as well. I also like I Miss Her, which is a really beautiful ballad. And I also like Daydreaming. It sounds very much like an 80s electronic track. So yeah, some really great tracks off this, and I'm really hoping that some of the better tracks are going to be released as singles. And the artwork's quite interesting as well, because of her shaving the head for charity and all that. So yeah, really pleased with this result. If you're interested, you could always listen to the reviews first and see what you think. And in case you're not sure whether to buy it, but I'm pleased with it. Next is another new album that came out yesterday. It's Birdie, Fire Within. I've got the first album by Birdie, excuse me, and it's an album full of covers, which I usually don't like, but because she's such a young talented girl, she really did make them her own, like Skinny Love and People That Help the People. And the cover art on this is absolutely beautiful. You can tell she's really grown up since the first one. And the first single released off this, Wings, is definitely my favourite track she's ever done. It's absolutely fantastic, breathtaking music into one song. It's quite loud, her voice just sounds so beautiful and angelic, and it's just a stunning track. I really do recommend anyone listen to it. I've listened to the rest of the album, but it hasn't really grown on me yet. But I do know some of my favourite songs. I like Words as Weapons, and I also like No Angel as well, and Shine, which is the last track. And the booklet's got a really interesting material. It feels like watercolour paper that you can buy at like W.H. Smith and stuff. So it feels like a pad when you feel the paper inside. So yeah, really great album. I know I'm going to listen to this a lot more over the recent next few weeks. So loving it. I might do a review on it as well. Next is one that I picked up from a charity shop, and this only came out last year, so I was very surprised to have seen this. It just shows someone probably didn't need it anymore. It's Jake Bugg and his debut album. Yeah, I do know a couple of his tracks, like Lightning Bolt. And I just thought I seen it and I thought I'll just buy it, and because it might be really good, and I've heard good things about this singer. So yeah, the case is a bit cracked, but I can just replace it. And I know he's coming out with some new material soon, so yeah. And the last CD is The Best of M People. Now, you can usually find M People's albums in charity shops pretty much everywhere, really, but really, really great band, and I've been listening to them a lot lately. They're just very nostalgic, and it reminds me of my childhood. Even though Moving On Up is their biggest track they've ever released, it's one of those songs that represents the 90s music, especially house. I think my favourite song is One Night in Heaven, which is absolutely amazing. It's so catchy and infectious. I can listen to it over and over again. So yeah, I've seen this and I thought I'll just buy it. It's a good place to start with them people, and I'm looking to buy some of their other albums, especially the one Bizarre Fruit, which looks like a masterpiece. So yeah. And that's the CDs. Now we'll get on to the vinyls. I picked up a few surprise ones, which I was really pleased about. The first one is Pat Benatar, In the Heat of the Night, which is her first album, released in 1979. So yeah, it's really rock orientated. It was a big success. I was seeing this in the record shop, along with a few other Pat Benatar albums, which I already have. So very pleased to have this one now at last. I've only got 2 more albums of hers to get on vinyl from the 80s. Excuse me. So yeah, just trying to find those last 2 now, which I think will be quite tricky. Next is a single by Pat Benatar. It's Invincible, a 12-inch. I've already got this on 7-inch, but the fact that it's on 12-inch where I've seen it, I was like, wow, and the conditions really looked after. Even though the packaging looks quite delicate and quite weak, but whoever had this looked after it really well, which I'm pleased about. So yeah, brilliant. Next is Pat Benatar, All Falls Up, 12-inch, and again the condition's pretty good. Got this on 7-inch as well. Yeah, it's just a nice surprise seeing all these together, because my Pat Benatar's gone from there to there now. Just a few more things, and I'm definitely going to make a collection video. I've got enough items pretty much to do a collection video anyway, so yeah. And lastly is one that I spent quite a bit of money on, but I really want it because I just seen it and I thought it's a fantastic album, and it's Lana Del Rey, Born to Die. I put it in this cellophane wrapper to keep it nice and new, and what can I say, one of the best albums of last year, definitely. I think it was my 3rd favourite album, I think. Yeah, seen this. I spent £25 on it, which is quite... it's not cheap, but I thought I don't really care, to be honest with you, because I love the album that much, and I love every single track, that it'll be worth the money, and it was. I also seen the Paradise edition on vinyl, but I already spent quite a bit of money anyway, so I'll probably pick up next time. Yeah, fantastic. It's really good packaging as well. It's really thick, and the pictures inside are just gorgeous. So yeah, I'm a bit late in buying this because I know this came out over a year ago now, but I just wanted to catch up and get some newer albums in my vinyl collection, and it sounds really good on vinyl. I wasn't expecting it to be really good, but just the best you can imagine. It just sounds so live and as if she's there singing it to you. That's just what blows me away about it. So yeah, that is it, everyone. I want to pick up a few things like Goldfrapp new album, which I haven't got yet. Diana Vickers' new album, which you can only get from HMV in stores. And also, I think I might get Chanel Monet's new album, Electric Lady. It looks a very interesting album. I've heard very good reviews about it, even though I'm kind of new to Chanel Monet. So yeah, if anyone's got any recommendations about her, please let me know. And you comment and say a few things as usual, because I love reading all your support as usual. I hope you're all having a good time, everyone, in September, which I usually hate, and I'll probably speak and make a new video in about 2 weeks. So thanks for watching, everyone, and see you soon.